Alright everyone, hello, or whatever pitiful attempt at a greeting I'm going to try and do. Last time I failed foolishly at trying to burn this web off, but yeah, you burn the web with a Deku stick, with a lit Deku stick, then you're going to find another Deku scrub here. And in total, there's going to be 5 in this dungeon. And he's talking about finding the 3rd, 4th, and 5th ones. And pay attention. 2, 3, 1. So 23 is number 1. That's more like a memorization technique. And yes, he is a traitor, but you know what? Who gives a shit? And here's the Deku Seed sperm. Deku Seeds. I don't know. Whatever sick term you use for sperm. But yeah, they're pretty essentially sperm. And yeah. I'm going to hit that eye, Deku Slingshot. And once again, where the fuck does he find moving chains in a tree? I don't know, I guess it's part of with the whole Ganondorf's curse on the Deku Tree that's gonna kill him after we beat the dungeon. I'm not gonna be really showing you that, so I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, the Deku Tree's gonna die after this. But first he's gonna give us the Kokiri Emerald. I'm going to include that in the description box, what happens after you beat the dungeon, but you're going to have to look for the video of me killing the boss of this dungeon. And I'm not going to spoil that for you, because you're going to see that. So just kill this regular Skulltula. And just push this block over. She's going to reveal the obvious again. But once again, if you're watching this section of the walkthrough, then you're obviously an idiot. Actually, the only place that I would say that would really actually, you wouldn't say you are, like, the only dungeons I would say actually genuinely require a walkthrough is Water Temple, no doubt. Possibly the Spirit Temple and Shadow Temple, and probably the Forest Temple. But other than that, you really shouldn't have any problems, unless you're, like, very young or stupid. Oh, come on already. And these are Deku Babas here that if you're running low on Deku sticks, and you can just light these torches up, and this will unbar the door. Clearly, if you've already been able to get out of the compass room, then you should know that. Okay, so here's another regular Skulltula. Aww. And don't even give it a chance. Now, this is kind of like, depending on how good you are, you're going to see these enemies in the boss room. Don't worry about that. But, like, you would see these enemies in the boss room only if you don't go by a good strategy. And the strategy I'm doing is like a cheap one, but it prevents, it's a lot easier, because you can do it very quickly. There's 3 eggs. Oh, crap. These are pretty much Gohma larvae, or Gohma larvae. You know, old habits die hard, or whatever the saying is. Okay, well, anyway, you get hearts from it, and the Deku Bob is there if you need Deku sticks. And that pointless, that area is to get Golden Skulltula, but you have to have gone through the 2nd dungeon. And once we go through, I'll remind everyone to, you know, let them know. Okay, now, if you're stupid, then you would probably just jump off this ledge and into the water, and then you have to go through the whole basement floor again. Which, admittedly, is not that long, but still, why waste the extra time? So there's a spider web in the middle, and there's no real height to jump off of to stretch it to its breaking point. And these torches are too high to light a Deku stick with. So you kind of have to, like, light this one, jump across onto the fucking block, climb up, and hurry quickly before the Deku stick. And slide, and you pretty much press the activation C button for the, whatchamacallit, the Deku stick. Yeah. So here's what that Deku Tree was saying before. You have to punish them in the correct order. 2 So we're gonna do 2, 3, 1, and watch out for them shooting. And yeah, so once you hit 1, they're gonna be like. Oh yeah, and you're gonna have to chase around. That's the correct order. 2, 3, 1. That's what I did. And once you do that, he's gonna tell you how to kill the boss of this dungeon, which is Queen Gohma, like Gohma larvae. Now, you know what? The segment's getting long, but I don't give a shit. Like, if I have to go to 9 minutes to have another like hour and a half upload, whatever, I'll do it just to finish this dungeon over with, because you know. So, yeah, this is pretty much a segment, so if you heard me about the description box, you're gonna see what the boss is. So, to start the boss fight, get your slingshot, and you aim it at the boss, which is right there. And there's her eye. And, like, her eye's so obvious, so you should probably take that hint that, okay, there's the boss's name, in very elaborate letters. So she's gonna try and hit you with her claws, and use her slingshot or Deku Nut. Doesn't matter what you prefer. Hit her with it. Just stay out of a range of her claw. Now take note of that big tail-like vagina, or ovipositor, or I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it. Wait for her eye to get red. That means she's starting to lay her eggs, and you want to shoot her with the slingshot before she does that, just to make the battle so much more easier. And just keep slashing away. Like, the first time you shoot, you should probably kill her if you're pressing the button hard enough. And what do you know? I finished it around the 7-minute mark. So she's gonna die in all great music to know that you've probably killed the boss. She's gonna disintegrate and leave behind the heart container, which will increase your health by 1 heart. Now, there's also heart pieces throughout the game that, if you collect 4 of them, will make a new heart container. But these, if you just collect 1, it'll increase your heart container. So, yeah. So I'm going to finish the dungeon. So, thanks a lot for watching. So, next dungeon will be the Dodongo's Cavern. So, look forward to that or whatever.